Director of Marvel Studios and Universal's The Incredible Hulk, Louis Leterrier, recently gave his side of why he believes Marvel Studios and Edward Norton had a falling out after the release of The Incredible Hulk. So this comes at us from a recent interview that Louis Leterrier did where he was talking a lot about his past experiences in Hollywood, and the Incredible Hulk experience was brought up. And he specifically wanted to talk a little bit about the development of the film, and he said that he had a good time working with Edward Norton on the set, and that Edward Norton was more or less doing his job during the production process, even though there was obviously competing voices and opinions, aka Universal's, Louis', and then Marvel Studios and Edward Norton's, who's all clashed. And he says that he was quite surprised that Edward Norton did not return after The Incredible Hulk, but he says he understands that ultimately the decision had to be made because Edward Norton was not clicking with everything that they were going for. And this goes all the way back to what happened during the production of The Incredible Hulk, where Marvel Studios and Universal had a limited amount of time, limited money, and limited locations because the film, again, was something that sort of had to be rushed to meet deadlines. And Edward Norton would constantly rewrite things. He was having clashes with the director, clashes with motion capture people during reshoots. From what we understand from back in the day, he was kind of a nightmare, and then he refused to do the press for the film. So Louis kind of acknowledges all this, saying, you know, things happen, and at the end of it, we all just want to make films that we're proud of. But he believes that the falling out pretty much happened because, well, ultimately egos, right? That's kind of what it is. Edward Norton wanted things done one way. Marvel Studios wanted them done a different way that lined up more with Universal's path forward, which was, we just need to get this out there and hold on to these rights, so do whatever you will, we don't care. And Louis was kind of caught in the middle, just being the guy that directs, while these egos that are far bigger are all around him. So, yeah, you kind of understand that I don't think Edward Norton was ever going to be a good fit after Incredible Hulk. And you get the sense of that, especially if you watch the behind the scenes of The Incredible Hulk on those old, first release Blu-rays. There's just some weird stuff that's in there where you kind of look at it, you go, wow, Edward Norton is always alone, almost never talking to the rest of the cast and doing his own thing while they're over there having fun and, doing what they're supposed to be. It was kind of weird, and now you look back on it and you go, you know what, this all makes sense in retrospect.